without further ado, let's let them take it away. Give them a nice round of applause.
I am a YouTube toy reviewer focusing on kaiju and robots. And for this panel, this is something that I've actually wanted to do for a couple of years now. One of the first panels I suggested because we have so many great kids like collecting kaiju these days, and whenever I do a show, I'm just like wowed by the knowledge some of these kids have. And I mean, here on this panel, we're joined by two very knowledgeable
Yes, sir.
We have Zeeks next to us right here.
Woo!
And on the end here, we got Ultrazilla Jr. So like, obviously, like, you know, I've seen Ultrazilla Jr. like into this stuff since he was a baby, right? And he took to it right away. I know Zeeks' dad will have the same stories, but like I used to take him to like stores like Toy Tokyo when he was like 2, and he'd be able to name like every kaiju in the case, and that just wowed like all of the workers there. And you know, like meeting Zeke a couple of years back now, like I could tell he's the same way. And like I said, a lot of the kids that come by my table, I always see it, and I'm like, you know, we got to give some spotlight on these guys a little bit. So let's chat. I want to know, how'd you get into kaiju? Zeke, you start.
Well, first in 2019 when Godzilla King of the Monsters came out, I did not go see it, but my dad surprised me with this King Ghidorah figure by Jack Pacific, and that's how I got into kaiju.
I got into kaiju by I actually was into kaiju when I was very young. I still remember my first Godzilla plushie. It's just like I used to get kaiju because this is like a monster.
Right. I mean, his first kaiju toy was a plushie that somebody bought for him when he was born. Like they came to visit us and they brought us a Godzilla plushie, you know, because they knew like I was huge into Godzilla, so they figured, you know what, son of Ultrazilla will get a kaiju. And the first toy that I bought him was a Godzilla 2014. He was actually born in 2014, and you know, like I bought him a figure from that line that, you know, still to this day, obviously we have. I mean, heck, I have toys from when I was a kid still that are lingering around. What is your favorite toy that you've gotten over the years?
Well, my favorite one is, it was recent. My recent favorite one was the Ultraman Zero SH figure off the New Generation Stars version. And then the one from last year was definitely the High Toys, not Shiyu, but
Muto?
No, Muto. And then the year from before, it was the Shin Godzilla from NECA.
I think my favorite Godzilla toys or like kaiju toys. Like, can I say like Ultraman ones?
Sure.
I always like the little Ultraman little figures, like little articulated ones. I always been into those, but I always like it. I also like the Ultraman kaiju. I always been into them.
You always like the vinyls, the little vinyls, little ultra vinyls, especially like all the various Gomoras, right? Those were always some of his favorites.
And the Ultra.
And which one?
I always love Gomoras, like different kinds of Gomoras, like the small Gomoras, like the red one. Those are like really cool, in my opinion.
My favorite kaiju is Red King.
Woo!
Like your favorite kaiju of all time is Red King?
Yes, my favorite. My dad actually owns a Red King, which is the color blue variant. If you watch, a few years into him today.
Teaching them right.
Okay, so my favorite kaiju is Nova from Ultraman. I mean, Godzilla.
We got the Ultra kids here.
Okay, Godzilla, of course. I love Godzilla. So, I like Mechagodzilla. I like Hero a lot. But for Ultraman, I really like Nova. Nova is like my top favorite Ultraman kaiju that I would say I like.
And if you don't know which one Nova is the one that looks like a red balloon, basically, with a cape. It's very odd, but yeah, he always took to that one. Very sorry, he always liked watching that guy.
I actually have another favorite kaiju. This is not from Ultraman or Godzilla, but from Pacific Rim, and it's the one that was whatever the hammerhead one that attacks you and strikes you. You have to stop it in the beginning of the first film. What was that kaiju?
Otachi.
Otachi. That's my favorite.
I would say I don't really know his name, but he's like the guy that has like ear things like on his like ultimate and like on like his head, and then it's like no, but like when it like goes up and they like shoot fireballs or something. I forgot his name. But
Was he in the
like
Ultra Monster?
Like the movie Monster Dog?
That one.
Yeah.
You mean the Belgian fireball? That one?
No.
No. I think I know which one you're talking about, but I have to watch the movie again. But yeah, he shot fireballs. He had like big ears.
Yeah, he's also in Ultraman Z.
Ultraman Z is probably our favorite Ultraman, right? Ultraman, like.
Great one.
What about you, Zeke? What's your favorite Ultraman?
Oh, my favorite Ultraman. I have two favorite Ultramans, and the first one has to be Zero because he gives courage and he gives strength, and then Ultraman Arc because he shines like an arc.
Very cool.
I think my favorite design for Ultraman is G, because I just think he looks cool for like, he doesn't really look like the other ones, he looks more like Belial, and I really like the design of Belial, but he looks more like an Ultraman, which I also like how they look, so I would say Ultraman G.
Should we talk about the Ultraman card game next?
Sure, go ahead.
So,
Good talking to you.
So the Ultraman card game is also a part of toys because basically cars are made for kids. So if cars are made for kids, it's toys. And you know what I like about the Ultraman card game? It's good because basically you can basically battle opponents and you don't know who's gonna win. Ultraman Junior. What's your favorite thing about the Ultraman card game?
I would say like, I really like play it like super time, so I can't say. Well, I mean, I like how I like the randomness of it because like anyone could win. Really.
Yeah, we actually reviewed the Ultraman card game for Subaraya, which was an interesting thing because I actually was like, is Subaraya actually emailing me? This is very weird. I thought it was spam at first, you know, like, because it was actually in my spam, but it was actually Subaraya, like, and they wanted us to review the Ultraman card game, which was a little odd because I don't review card games at all. Like, I do toys, but I have reviewed a ton of Ultraman stuff, and they like, you know, that Ultra Junior's been on a lot of videos as well, so they wanted us to play it. And it was a really fun thing, but we honestly, like, since then, because we had to do it a bunch of times over and over again and redo things, we actually haven't played it since, like February or something, right, when we first did it. So, like, these two played yesterday a game, and I think that was, like, Ultra Little Junior's first card game since then.
And by the way, guys, if you go to the Ultraman Connection booth later, after this panel, you're gonna see me beat AJ from Ultraman Connection because I have 6 kaiju in my pack, and they're all 6 and 1 5. So meaning I'm gonna beat him.
Also, if I could say, check out Kaiju Assault, buddy.
Yeah, Kaiju Assault is another kaiju card game.
Yeah, they're actually across from my table. The game seems very, very like easy and, you know, more simple than, you know, the Ultraman card games and some of the other card games out on the market. They made it, you know, it's by fans for like fans to be more accessible and easy. And Ultrazilla Jr. spent a lot of time at their table yesterday, just like, you know, hearing about the game and playing the game with them, and I can't wait to play it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
So we're talking about games. What other games do you like that are like, kaiju based? Like
Giga Bash.
Like Giga Bash. Yeah.
I would say like I had this like old game on my Wii. I had this old game on my Wii that was like I really liked. It's a Godzilla game.
Oh, what's that? Godzilla.
I forgot.
What was the one on the Wii? Godzilla Unleashed. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, Godzilla Unleashed. Right, we played that.
Godzilla Unleashed was one of my favorite games because like there's just like I just kept playing it a lot because there's like these two guys I never unlocked and I just kept playing. So
That's a good game.
That's like one of my favorite Godzilla games.
What do you like about Giga Bash?
Basically, it's a good combat game. You can play it like let's just say, for example, like it's like a team game. You can also do teamwork. Like it's basically just teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like you can do like single moves. Like you can do 4 players. So like 2 versus 2. So 2 versus 2. So you can like have a friend, you and a friend versus your other friends, and like it's like a teamwork strategy game.
Very cool.
So yeah.
What's that other video game that we like on the Switch?
Oh, on the Switch.
Yeah. Well, there's the Ultraman farming game.
Wait, what's the Ultraman farming game?
Like Kaiju Range or something?
What's it called?
Kaiju Range or something?
Yeah, it's
forget
like an
what it's called.
Ultraman.
It was,
Yeah, it's very odd.
It's like this like Ultraman game on like Nintendo on Switch where it's like have to like save these kaiju
You raise the
feed them and
kaiju.
stuff and like track other people. Well, I just like stopped playing after a bit because like it gets kind of repetitive and just gets sad because like when you see your like side retire and stuff.
Speaking of Ultraman, there's this one game on iOS which it's pretty boring. Basically, it's like Subway Surfers Ultraman Edition. So they have all the Ultraman, and you have to, and it's kind of like Sonic Boom, the game where basically you have to like, yeah, it's just like the Subway Surfers of Ultraman.
So let me ask you both, as you're growing up now, right? And just in the last few years, Zika, I've known you growing up. Somebody said that about Brazil Jr. today, like, oh my God, you got so big. And,
I've known you since 2023.
Yeah. So it's interesting, to watch you guys grow, and but when you grow, your interests change. Like I already see Brazil Jr. Like he's less interested in the toy side of stuff, but he loves the game. Like that's where his mindset is. Where do you see yourselves going as far as like collecting or just your interest in the kaiju genre?
Don't be mad for this. Don't be mad at me for this. But like in the next 20 years, I'm thinking of switching to Transformers and Star Wars.
Oh my
Like
God.
fully.
Well, as a huge Transformers fan, I don't approve of that. No, but do you still think you like toys, or do you think you're just gonna play video games and card games?
I will play video games and card games. Still.
I don't like the actual toy part. I mean, it's so cool. I just like the designs of the kaiju and like the Ultraman or the Godzillas or whatever. Or the video games I'm not like super duper like into like the kaiju video games. I like them, but not like serious about them.
Right.
But
I'm saying
I
in
think
general, you like
Yeah, I like
more
kaiju.
video game kid now than a toy kid.
And yes.
Right.
We got more people here.
But you're both, well, let's switch gears a little bit, because you're both on social media, well, like,
I'm on social media.
you're a little bit older than Ultrazilla Jr., but Ultrazilla Jr. has appeared on my channel a whole bunch, over the years, since he was a little baby, actually, right, like, since he was like 2 or 3, he's been on channel, like, on and off, like, mostly, like, during, like, unboxings and stuff, like, he likes, I think that's an aspect of it that he likes more. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you tell me, what do you like more, about being on YouTube every once in a while. And would you like to do your own YouTube?
I mean, I like it because, I don't know, just see it's cool to be like on TV and stuff. Like, each, like, you're just, like, on a YouTube channel or something, and it's not like an actual, like, television show. It's just still cool. Like, people can still, like, see you on, like, TV or stuff, so I think that's cool. And, like, all my friends are cool for it, so.
What about you, Zeke?
What was the question?
Do you enjoy being, having your own channel and stuff?
Yes, I do. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of today. So
Make sure to subscribe.
subscribe to me, ZeekGoji45 on YouTube. Please, let's do this. All the kids in here, subscribe.
Tell us more about your channel.
I review all types of stuff from Naruto to Dragon Ball to Squid Game.
Oh, wow. Diverse. Very good.
I review all types of stuff.
So, are you reviewing like the toys or movies or?
I review
or
toys,
everything?
games, kaijus, everything. Like shows. Yep, shows. Like shows on Prime Video.
I think those have been like me and Uncle Bill Jr. Like whenever there's been like a big like kaiju movie or something that's come out, we've like had some reviews on the movie itself. Godzilla King of the Monsters and Godzilla Kong. Like we've reviewed a bunch. Those videos actually do very very well. A lot of people have said like whenever like Uncle Bill Jr. appears on the channel, they really dig it. So. It's cool, and like being at Kaiju Brooklyn the last like few years, like it's so cool to see like other kids like, I mean coming up to me for one thing is amazing, and saying they enjoy my channel. But like I love when they see Ultrazilla Jr. and they go, oh, Ultrazilla Jr. and they refer to him by that. I think it's so cool to see that happen. So for me it's it makes me proud to have that. I'm sure Zeeks dad say the same thing. It's just cool to see you guys do your own thing and just mature and grow and have people recognize that.
Have fun and live your life.
But also, Junior, you didn't really answer. Did you want to have your own YouTube channel?
Yeah, why not? I mean, it could be like about anything, not just like kaiju and
No,
stuff.
of course. You do whatever you would like.
I would.
Yeah.
I would like some.
We're gonna have to explore that. Explore that.
Maybe like some like cooking videos, like job
Cooking.
application.
I don't make cooking videos.
I do love cooking.
I want to do cooking videos soon.
Yeah. What would you cook? What's your favorite dish?
I would cook spaghetti and hot dogs.
Staples.
So let's try to focus back on Godzilla a little bit. Who's your favorite Godzilla? What is your favorite Godzilla? Go ahead. Go.
Gotta go with the original.
The original, yeah.
Because
Why?
because he basically the original simplifies like what happened between the more politically between the original post-war Japan after they dropped bombs on Hiroshima. Like it shows like the nuclear radiation turned into a creature.
Okay. So that's your favorite movie, but what's your favorite design of Godzilla?
Oh, my favorite design. I gotta go with Godzilla X Kong Supernova.
Okay.
That one. Because basically it's just the design from GXK, so I don't know if the Supernova design is gonna be the same.
I don't know. Maybe they might change it. It's constantly evolving. And
We need a -1 sequel though.
it's coming.
For real. They better give us a trailer by the end of this week.
Maybe they will.
Alright.
Little Junior, what's your favorite movie
What
and
design? Okay. My favorite movie is Godzilla vs. Hero, or like Godzilla vs. Hero and Godzilla Space Godzilla, I think. Those are my two favorite movies, and I also like
Why do you like those movies?
I like them because like it's the movies like I like watched growing up and stuff. I just like the design here too.
He wore out our Space Godzilla disc.
It doesn't work anymore.
What was about the Space Godzilla? Was it Junior? Maybe Little Godzilla actually?
Not really,
Little Godzilla?
not really little Godzilla. It's just like,
Mogiera?
you know, I just saw like once. I just like I like the idea of Godzilla fighting Space Godzilla, and I just really like the idea of that. So I just like watched it like once and just kept watching it. So that's how I got into it.
Well, let me tell you, like, I wasn't a fan of Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla for the longest time, but when Ultrazilla Jr. started watching it, on repeat basically, like, I became a really big fan of that movie. It is so poppy and so cool, and like, I love all the colors in the movie, and I love the music, and this, like, I just didn't understand how I didn't like it before, knowing like the stuff that I do like. So I thank Ultrazilla Jr. for that because, you know, it was one of those things that he changed my mind on. It's just a really fun movie.
I have to say something about Space Godzilla too.
Uh-huh.
It reminds me of for this movie is actually good for father and son alone because you're basically like in the film Godzilla and he's Godzilla.
Not us, Ultrazilla Jr. What about Ghidorah? Why do you like Ghidorah? That's a very interesting
I
movie.
literally just like Hero because I just like how it looks. It's just like feels like deeper, like the idea is deeper than other scenes because like
Yeah.
really shows like pollution and stuff, how it's affecting us.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you could like, and I also like the design of Hero, so.
Yeah, you are, so one thing that Ultrazilla Jr. is super into is like any like movie, series, like anime, where like characters take on different forms. Like, you know what, his first favorite anime, his first favorite anime was probably like Yokai Watch, but like, then like Pokemon like got him on that like, you know, kick of like things that evolve. So anything that evolves, I think you're really
I feel like I don't really think of Pokemon in the anime because too like it feels like way too.
There we go. Oh, yeah, it wasn't working. I can hear you.
I feel like I like now I don't really think of Pokemon as an anime because it's like so popular that no one really thinks of it as like an anime. Someone could watch Pokemon and don't watch anime because like they just know Pokemon because it's like popular and stuff.
It's like if someone could play, someone could watch Ultraman and not watch Max.
So, you know, like, and that brings up a great, like, Pokemon is like it's one of those things for me as a reviewer that I was that?
Starter anime?
What?
Starter anime?
It's a good starter anime, but I'm saying it's also a good, like, anime for people that like kaiju and stuff because there's all the monsters in it. It's like one of the reasons I think you liked it to begin with is, you know, it's an extension of like, you know, monsters, you know, like it's very cool. And that's something, you know, like Pokemon monsters that I always like reviewing as well. I think it's fun.
I just want to say that Pokemon monsters, I still like them. Do you like Pokemon monsters? I like them, they're like more cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
They're like more cartoony than like Godzilla monsters, and I just like how they look.
Yeah. What do you, Zeke wanted to talk about something? Go ahead. What do you want to
Stop
talk about?
motion.
Stop motion. What do you want to talk about?
Basically, like in the toy, like in the kaiju toy things, like the stop motion has become so popular that I decided I'm gonna make an Ultraman stop motion called Ultraman Zero. It basically takes place right after Ultraman Z, and Ultraman Zero and Ultraman Z has to go on a mission. That's all I can say.
Stay tuned. There's gonna be more.
In production. Soon.
You do a lot of different things. You like stop motion. I know you're into cosplay as well.
Yes,
Did you win the cosplay contest
Well,
last
I didn't have to do it this year, but like I won last year.
year? You didn't want to like, you know, fill the competition this year again.
Someone,
You want to be fair, right? You want to be fair.
someone, I think someone inspired from me because they saw my Ultraman suit from last year. So give a round of applause whoever was at Ultraman W costume. Give a round of applause to them.
Little Junior, you went to the cosplay contest yesterday. What did you say? What did you like?
I mean, the Jet Jaguar suit was cool. It just looks so realistic, so I like that.
I love Jet Jaguar. That's like, when I was a kid, that was like my hero.
What
You know,
there's also one more suit I liked. That was the Gargantua.
Oh yeah, the Gargantua suit was really good.
Yes.
Morty Gargantua is another old favorite of mine. So like, what was Ultra Little Juno? Let's go back a second because you told us what was your favorite Godzilla design?
Favorite Godzilla? I would say. I was trying to make. You know the one you like, the one that like fights Kong, and then
Fight Kong?
you fight first. You like
Godzilla versus Kong. Oh, King Kong escapes.
No, I think Godzilla.
like the old one.
Oh, Godzilla 74.
They're supposed to be.
Mighty Joe Young.
Yeah.
We should take questions soon.
Godzilla 74. Is that the one you're talking about? One fights Mechagodzilla?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
Get out. Like Terminator Godzilla, he looks more like angry.
He's a little angry, yeah. Alright,
So-
we got a few minutes left.
Let's take time.
Anybody have any questions for us?
Raise your hand if you have questions. Anybody?
Questions? Yeah?
Yes. What's your question? What's your question?
Not working.
What is your favorite Godzilla book? Oh, my favorite Godzilla book is Godzilla Aftershock. You know why? Because we get to see the prime Muto.
Check 1, 2.
Do you have a favorite Godzilla book?
Not really.
We actually have Godzilla Aftershock, like we're selling it upstairs if anybody's interested. Anyone has one question?
What do you think is the most underrated and the most overrated Godzilla movie?
Oh, the most underrated, the most underrated Godzilla film has to be the one with Minya. At least the one with Minya, the son of Godzilla.
You think that's underrated or overrated? I'm sorry.
It's underrated because he's
agree.
just too clumsy and then destroy all monsters. It's too overrated.
Interesting.
I would say same feeling for the Godzilla, like Godzilla versus Ebirah. I feel like it's underrated because it's not like recognized as like one of like the big movies because Ebirah is like a lobster. And the most overrated, I don't really know. It's not like really like bad. I would say maybe I don't even know. But maybe like actually like I like Shin Godzilla. Like maybe it's like a bit.
I agree.
Because
Sure.
But
it's because I like Shin Godzilla, but just that like it's too like political and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you want to be safe, the most underrated Godzilla film has to be Godzilla versus Megalon.
Yeah, I love that too. Anybody else have any questions?
Any more questions anymore?
Alright.
I have one in the back.
Oh, what?
I want to know which kaiju do you think smells the worst?
Oh, it's gotta be Gamma.
Why?
Why?
He's literally a turtle. He comes from the ocean.
I would probably say the worst smelling kaiju. They probably all smell bad because they like walk in dirt all day. Why would they smell bad?
I mean, it's gotta be Heatero, guys.
I mean,
It's-
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. He's walking pollution.
but
You're right.
it does make you wonder, how does Gamera clean under his shell?
Oh my gosh.
All right. Any more questions before we have
You
to
got one more
leave?
question?
What's the coolest atomic blast scene from like any Godzilla movie?
Oh, I know. It's Godzilla -1, hands down. Hands down. It's gotta be -1.
It's Godzilla -1, obviously.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
Boom.
because
Explosion.
it's like a real atomic blast. When you see atomic blast and you think of Godzilla, you think of like a laser coming from his mouth, but it's not like very atomic. Like it's not like an But Godzilla minus one is like an atomic bomb, like very giant and stuff. So I would say that.
I agree, because like before he shoots his blast, like his spikes, it pops out,
Yeah.
and then when he shoots it, his spikes push in, and then he delivers the blast.
Pretty cool.
I would agree.
We're about
All right.
to end out of our panel because the next
I got
panel
one last question
is with
for
the
that.
miles.
Question in back.
One more question. Who do you think wins in a race? Mothra or Rodan?
Who wins in the race, Mothra or Rodan?
Mothra. Mothra wins in the race because she has like magical powers and stuff. So she can boost herself. Rodan is just like a giant prehistoric bird. No, okay, no offense to Rodan fans, but I like Rodan. He's like a pterodactyl. A pterodactyl could fly pretty fast, but they don't fly as fast as like a super powered giant magic butterfly.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, one question right here. Go ahead.
Let's hear it.
What is your favorite scene from Godzilla X Kong the New Empire?
Oh, it has to be that one scene where he defeats Silica in the beginning, where he literally shoots his atomic breath into the mouth of Silica as like the green blood.
It's pretty raw.
That is the best scene ever.
I would say when it's like the funniest, I think, in my opinion. It's where what's the little dude's name? Suko. Yeah. So when like Suko like hits his it's like thing controlling shark controlling Shimo, and he like smashes it. It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
funny. Yeah, that.
Very good.
Great scene.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Woo!
And the next panel is soon where the interview of the person from King Kong is staged, and Kaiju United is going to be hosting it.
Woo! Can we take a flick
What
of you guys?
everybody. Let's give it up nice and loud for Ultrazilla Jr. and Zeeks. Let's give them those followers.